Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you about a minute early, like 1 little minute. What? Can't I be early? It's better than being late. I hope everyone is well. This is our midweek live here at Wow Crochet Designs. Thought I'd pop in just that teensy little bit earlier. Just a little bit. Let's have a look. Oh, the minute's still there. It must have been less than a minute then. I mean, more than, oh, here we go. We hit 4 o'clock. Oh, hi, everyone. I'm not early. I'm here on time. All right. So here we go, guys. Waiting for some people to come in. I'm going to have a quick drink. Cheers, all. Oh, looks like we're already having connection issues. Oh, excuse me. Already having connection issues. Hi, Green Butterfly. I hope you're well, darling. We are having some connection issues, but we're there. We've made it. It's been spinning and spinning, and now it's going dark and light and dark, but we're here. Hi, Lady Crochet. Hope you are well. So everyone pop your all chat or your live chat and not your top chat, or you will miss a lot of the chat. So there you go. So welcome, everyone. People are starting to get in nice and slowly. Thumbs up, everyone. Don't forget, it costs you nothing, does mean a lot to me, and it does show YouTube you want to see more of this crazy chick and more of this crochet stuff. More of this crochet stuff. Yeah. Okay. Water time already, says Green. Cheers. All right, waiting for everyone to slowly get on. I'm going to talk about exactly what we have been up to this week and how I found some color that I was looking for that was going to be one of our live antics, and I found it finally. Tearing these shelves apart is working wonders. I'm finding colors I'd forgotten I even had. So there you go. Middle Earthian, you're the lady I need to speak to. Happy birthday for the weekend. I hope you got lots of prezzies. Lots of prezzies? Listen to me. Lots of prezzies? I hope you got looked after at least. That would have been nice if you got looked after. If someone served you a nice meal or a nice coffee or a nice something that you might like, whatever it is that you like, I hope. You got a few. Hey, that's exciting. We love a present. We do. I can't see why not. All right. So, Middle, you're the lady I need to speak to in reference to our top, our little V top that we're going to create a modesty top for. Guess what, darling? Hate to disappoint you, but I did find the color. Ta-da! It's a tiny little bit darker than the top, just that little tiny bit, but I'm going to get away with that. So we found the color, and we're going to be making a modesty top right there, and I hope to get it ready and all sorted for Tuesday week coming, the Tuesday coming. Yeah, so there you go, Middle. The color has been found, and we will be creating the modesty top next week. So I'm very excited. It took me a long time to find that color. And to be fair, I'm not even sure if Bendigo still makes that color. So now you don't have to use those colors, obviously. I actually had a cream top as well and a navy blue top with some like light stripes in it. I was going to use the navy blue or the cream for both those tops as well. I'm just going to do the one now. I'll see how low those other tops are. If they're really low, we can always do one in the future as well, but not now because they're summer tops and we're in autumn. We've actually passed the first month of autumn and it still feels like summer out there. Not that I'm complaining at all, not in the slightest. Do you like that? No complaining in the slightest. All right, so yes, everyone's saying hello. Irina from Missouri in the States, thank you for posting the poncho I made. You're welcome, Irina. Lovely to have you here in Melbourne, Australia. You're from the States, I'm from Australia. Isn't it so exciting that we can talk to each other from the other side of the world in real time, the same time? Kind of thing. Real time, I think it's what you call it. So very exciting. And your poncho is lovely, and good luck creating it bigger because you were going to make it bigger, yeah? Hi, Laurie. Lovely to have you here, hun. Oh, cool. So I get a new chance to do live antics? No. No middle. You're going to be using that green. We're using that green for your live antics. I'm barely in spring and we got more snow. Oh, seriously, middle. Hi, Yvonne. Oh, you're the lady I need to speak to, Yvonne. Did you see what your color combination was? Raylene. Hi, Raylene. Yvonne, we did our scrunchie the other day in the color that you chose, which was blue denim. You chose the blue denim. It was about 2 weeks ago now, I think. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah. You chose a blue denim. I couldn't see it on the channel when I was creating it, so I did it in the yellow. I made it in the yellow, and I gave you 2 options. You could have made it fluffier like this, or you could have made it just one row like that. So you had 2 options in the pattern. So you can do the size for a young one and the size for an adult, or in other words, the size for a thicker hair or the size for thinner hair. You had a choice. Yeah, it was great. I love that. I love giving choices because you can decide. And it's entirely up to you. And I say this is better for the thin hair. This was better for the thicker hair. So you understood all that. It's going to snow here tomorrow, Wednesday, in Colorado in the US. Wow, that's great. You did see it, Yvonne. That's great. All right. So, guys, guess what's been happening? I've been so busy. I had a chance to do the bloopers video. I wasn't going to, but March's video vlog is like 6 or 7 minutes and even more. And at one stage, I was so angry because I started recording in here, would have been about 10 o'clock. When I complained the first time, when I whinged the first time, it was probably around midday, just after midday, and I'd only recorded 7 to 10 minutes worth. So that's how long it took that. And then for the rest of the day, I had to rush in and out because of the amount of noise that was happening outside. So I had to stop. And when I finally got a chance to do it, because all the noise stopped, planes, non-stop planes and choppers and all, I was so grumpy. So I thought, you know what, that's going to take up half a bloopers video, the whole thing. So I only put half of the stuff in there. I wasn't going to put all of it. So I put half of it in there. So there you go. So there you go. Oh, Camille, that's the one. Hi, Camille. I'm going to write your name down, darling. I was doing live antics the other day, hun. And live antics, let's try that again. I was doing shout outs the other day and I popped a few other names there and I forgot one. That's the one. Thanks, Camille, for reminding me. Camille's Creations. Okay. Oh, she forgot. What a brain. Oh, she's a bit of a loony bin. All right, so moving right along, let's go way back. I've lost all the chat. Yvonne says, you sent me messages last night. Did I? I sent you messages last night? I don't remember sending messages. Was it me? Are you sure? I didn't send messages last night. Yvonne, did we chat last night? I don't remember chatting. Oh, love curly hair. Oh, thanks, Green. This is the way it's going to stay now. I only straightened it a while back because of the damage I did to my finger. Every time I used mousse, it would burn. So I stopped using mousse. And if I stop using mousse, it just like, woof, like that. So I started straightening it again. But we're back to curl. It's the way it's going to stay permanently, unless I have some sort of function on. I hope when you post step 4, I can finish it in 3 days. I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed on Sunday. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say you won't get it done in 3 days. It depends on how fast you are, but I found part 4, because it was a bit more of a solid stitch, that it took a long time for me to finish. So I'm going to say no, I don't know if you'll make it done in 3 or 4 days. But that's all right. You've got a whole month after your wisdom teeth come out, hun. It's not going to take a whole month for you to feel better. You're going to feel better within about a week or so. 2 weeks the max, depending on how much damage there is done, if there's any damage done, or if they do any damage to roots and things, which I hope they don't, fingers crossed. But I could guarantee you'll have plenty of time till next month to finish it. Yeah, just do a row every night, 2 rows every night, depending on how many rows there are. I can't remember. I can't remember how many rows I did, to be fair. I cannot remember. Yeah, I will say one thing though. It is 1 repeat row. Okay, so hopefully that helps. So no matter where you stop, just make sure your count is correct all the way through this one. There'll be no count changes. Okay, so heads up there. Yes, ma'am, it is great. It's 12 midnight here. I'll send you the finished poncho tomorrow. Oh, good on you, Irina. That blooper video was hilarious. Thank you, Middle. It was a bit silly, wasn't it? I lost the plot big time on that last video. I was so angry, so angry. And I did let the naughty words out, but I covered the face so you didn't see it. You could have read my lips, even if I blanked that out. That is how close those naughty words were to naughty words. I love your bloopers, but I also understand why you were so grumpy about it. I was literally, Laurie, I tell you, if anybody passed me on that day, they would have copped what we call here in Australia an ear bashing. Not sure if you know what that is, but they would have copped an ear bashing. Yvonne, were you dreaming about Mary? Oh, Laurie, that's cute. Oh, this morning, Yvonne. You know, I don't remember talking to you this morning, honey. I really don't. Are you sure it was me? What's my name? Ask me how to question. I love the curly hair. My daughter has curly hair like yours. To be fair, Laurie, I don't like it curly, but this is natural. No, it's not natural. I put the mousse in it to keep it down. If I didn't put mousse, it would just be like a big frizzy like that. It would be like like I got electrocuted. Don't you love it? Oh shucks, I was hoping I would get done between now. Look, it depends on how fast you are, Middle. I don't know how fast you are, hun, but to be fair, I was doing it in front of the television, so maybe I was a lot slower. But even my slow is quite fast, so I'm not gonna say it's quick. It's not a quick stitch. So heads up, there's nothing difficult about it. It's just that the stitches are small and they're not single crochets. Oh, what? There you go. Mary, I said in a message how beautiful the scrunchies were. Oh, I can't remember, Yvonne. If it was in the message, it was in a public message, then I understand. But were we doing private messaging or public? Mamma mia, my brain. My brain is... Anyway, Carla, beautiful Carla. Big cyber hug for Carla because she gets on and, she's so beautiful. She doesn't speak English with us, but she does do it. She types it all up and she tries to understand everything we say. And I talk fast as it is, let alone have someone in a different language try and understand me. You really did lose the plot. Oh, I did, Middle. I was so angry, so angry. Middle, I give everyone this advice when they get wisdom teeth. Oh, here we go. Make sure you have some plain black tea bags, moisten them slightly, put them at the incisions, will reduce pain and swelling. Oh, that's interesting to know, because to be fair, I still have mine. What? You would think at older than 29, 29 and over, mine would be gone. No, they're still there. One goes like that, one goes over there, one goes down here, one's like this. They're all over the place, but they're there. I'm waiting for the day where they cause me grief. Fingers crossed that they don't, but hey, there you go. All right, so what's been happening this week? Let's talk about that really quickly. We've done the scrunchies. We've done the scrunchies on Monday. I popped up the bloopers on Tuesday only because it was ready. Otherwise, I would have waited till Friday to do the bloopers, yeah? On Thursday, we are doing the 12-step transition blanket, step number 4. Oh, you like that? Ooh, fancy 4. Not just a normal 4, fancy 4. So step number 4, and on Friday, we are doing Kara's live antics. Okay, so we've done live antics on Tuesday. Let's try that again. Monday, which was Yvonne's. We're doing live antics on Friday, which is Kara's. And we're doing a 12-step blanket on Thursday. And we've done a bloopers on Tuesday. Busy week this week. Fingers crossed I can keep going next week. If I get all this done this week, for the rest of the week, then I'll be up to date. What? Me up to date? When does that ever happen? The exciting part is that we have only one more live antics to do. I'm lying, we have 2. I forgot about middles. I was going to say one more to do, which would have been the Mother's Day gift, which we are still doing the Mother's Day gift, by the way. It's still going to be a Mother's Day item. And then we're going to do Middle Earthians one, which was the modesty top. And then we're going to do, this is next week, because this week we would have done our 4th step for the 12-step blanket. So next week, what do we have next week? I haven't written it down, and I'm not going to. Normally I do by now, but I'm not going to bother. But I will tell you one thing. This Saturday's live will be normal. Next Saturday's live, we're going to have our clocks change for next Saturday's live. Now, Melburnians, tell me something. Are we, I don't know, because I don't care. Don't you love it? I don't really care. Are we pushing our clocks forward 1 hour? Or are we pushing them back 1 hour? Oh, we're pushing them back 1 hour, aren't we? If we push them back 1 hour, I'm trying to do my calculations. I think it's back. Come on, Melburnians, help me out. I'm pretty sure it's back 1 hour. So we'll get an extra sleep. Oh, an extra sleepy. Oh, I'll lose it. I know I'll lose it. Oh, in fact, I'll probably lose an hour on top of the hour of the extra sleep because my brain won't be able to comprehend the clock change. It'll say, stick that in your brain, girl. Let's have a drink, guys. Cheers. Oh. All right, so moving right along. I'm having some trouble with my chat again. Why does it do that? It drives me nuts. Look at this. Look at all the chat I've missed. Can you believe it? It locks itself. It drives me batty. All right, what did I miss? Yvonne says public. Thank you. That's what I understood, Yvonne. If it's public, I get it. If it's private, I don't know. I made your scrunchie already. Oh, Camille, that was quick. You're a champion, Camille. Je du you. I'm not sure what you mean, Carla. I tried to say it. There you go. Middle Earthian says blanket. Not sure what you mean by blanket. Camille says, love the bloopers. I was giggling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. Water Time says green. We're going to have another drink. Did I say blanket? I think I meant the 12-step blanket, hun. Forward, back. Forward. Someone says forward. Someone says back. Luana. Hi, Luana. I didn't see you. Come on, darling. Do you all do it different since you're in the Southern Hemisphere? Now, we're the same as Luana, I think. I'm pretty sure. 1 hour back, Raylene says. And Raylene's from Melbourne. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 1 hour back. So we get an extra sleep, which means instead of being 10 o'clock for you guys, it'll be 1 hour early for you guys. It'll be like a 9 o'clock for you guys. So even though it's 10 o'clock for us, just focus on being 1 hour before that. Before the time that we usually have on Saturday mornings, 1 hour earlier. This Saturday will be normal, so don't go changing anything. Everything will be the same. I will leave a post up on our community board on Monday or Tuesday, and then again on Wednesday to remind you that Wednesday's live will be not at the normal 4 o'clock time that you're used to seeing, but think about it an hour earlier. It'll still be 4 o'clock for us, but it'll be an hour earlier for you. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense anymore. What's my name? Ask me a harder question. April the 6th says green butterfly. Yes, it does change. It does, but it's the day after this Saturday. So this Saturday's live will be normal. Next week, it all changes, yeah? We just sprang forward here last month. I think you're opposite to Canada. So if we spring back forward, I think you fall back. We fall back. That's correct, middle. Thank you, everyone. Laurie, stories and crochet. Hello. Okay, everyone's saying hello. That's lovely. Back. Thank you, Luana. You said blanket. Oh, did I say blanket? Not blanket. Did I say blanket? Did I really? Oh, I'm a duffer, aren't I? Anyway, never mind. Moving right along. A little bit of hello. Yes, you're the same. Thank you, Luana. Okay, you all have daylight time like we do. We added an hour forward here in the States last month. Got you. And Carla says that she's an angel. Thanks, Carla. I'm an angel too. See my halo? Ding! I'm going to make the sound too. Ready? Ding! I'm no angel. Oh, who said that? Who said that? Who did? Not me. Makes sense you fall. So you'd fall back. Makes sense. You're in fall. Oh, we're in fall, like we're in autumn. Yes. It's why we love you, Mary. Thanks, Laurie. I knew someone loved me. I couldn't work out who it was. I thought, well, with 20, how many subscribers do I have now? 28? 7? What's my name? Ask me a harder question. What's my name? I've lost track. Someone find out how many subscribers I have. My halo is super crooked. Oh, I had a halo once. I'm sure it fell off about, I don't know, 29 years ago. At birth, of course. My halo's on fire. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's so funny. Look, we all have our own halos. And some of us, sometimes our horns shine and sometimes our halos shine. It just depends on what part of the day it is and whether or not we spent 5 to 6 hours worth trying to record a 20-minute video. Look at the hands. Do you know how angry I was? Oh my gosh. After the last bit, in fact, I don't know if I put that in. I didn't. I forgot to put it in. I got up and said, oh my gosh, I'm done. I'm out of here. I left it in the video in the background. And then I stopped starting, so I wasn't sure if I had pressed record or not. So I just was so grumpy. Laurie says 27,000 and a bit. Oh, really? I thought it was 28. Jeez, I'm slack. I'm slack today. I'm slack this year. Today, yeah, I should have 1,000 extra today. Catherine, hi, Catherine. Lovely to have you here. All right, so everyone's saying hello to everyone. We've had a very interesting week this week. And my next video vlog was supposed to have been this Friday. I'm going to hold it out till next week, but I may hold it out to about Tuesday. Maybe I'm better off just holding it out to the Friday. I knew this was going to happen, that I would have had to have missed out this Friday, but the shout outs will still happen next Friday. So you're not going to miss out on your shout outs. I actually have too many shout outs now, so I'm going to have to divide them again. So I have 3 shout outs here. So I'm going to have to put 2 now and 1 next week, and hopefully next week I can find someone else that I'll shout out as well. So when I say next week, the next time is a video vlog. I really should be doing a vlog weekly, but I really run out of time. And I can't get into this room. I might be able to get into this room a lot sooner. In about 3 months' time, I think I'll be able to get into this room every day, which is great. YouTube does write subscriber progress sometimes, so you may have had 28. I really don't know, Laurie. To be fair, I don't tend to look at that as much anymore as I used to. I used to look at it all the time. Oh, look, 100 subscribers. Oh, 300 subscribers. Oh, I was so excited. Now I kind of think, I just don't have the time. I'll do this, I'll do that, and I'll check it later. And every day I'll say I'll check. And it's up there on my screen when I go in there. When you go into your, because you've got a channel too. And you go in and it's up there in front of your face. But do you even think that I look at it? Oh, don't even look. I'm just so busy. My life is so rushed. But the other reason it's so rushed, and if you didn't know this, guys, I do a lot of gear for crochet. For people. Let's try that again. A lot of crochet for people outside of YouTube. I don't just crochet for YouTube. You don't just see these little things or one row of the blanket, or you don't see those things. I do a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff outside YouTube. I don't get an opportunity to show everything because I'm rush, and I just want to get the project out. And half the times I don't even get a photo. And I really need to start doing photos and maybe doing a small 3-minute video vlog just before the project goes out. I did a top recently for a young fella, and it's called Proud to be Pride top. Proud to be Pride top. And that picture is actually up on Instagram. I never had a chance to take the video here. So if you go to my Instagram page, go through some of my pictures, you'll see it. It's a beautiful pride colors that he's wearing. And that's one of the items that I haven't made on the channel, and I don't think I ever will. It's more of one of my own personal private designs that I made specifically for him. It's not a design that I had. It's a design I made specifically for him. So there you go. All right. So yes. Middle says I'm stuck on 18.4. Yes, that happens for a while. I was stuck for a long time too. I'm kind of stuck at the moment, to be fair. Priorities change for sure. They do, Laurie. You've just got to get your work done, and sometimes you tend to forget the small things, and we need to stop and remember those small things, because those small things are what got you where you are today. That's what I like to say to people. And I should take my own advice there. I hope to do more stuff after my surgery. Yes, take your time, no rush. Depot at 3,000. Oh, you're at 3,000, Carla. I need to write your name down, Carla. I really do. Check you out because I don't think I've checked you out. I'm going to check you out when I get a chance. Carla Rees Crochet. I never get an opportunity to check you out, but I will. I will check you out. All right. So glad I found you. Your videos should receive an award because you are the best. Oh, Irina. Aww. Big cuddle. Cyber hug. I do get a bit shy. Mary, you really are the best. Oh, Laurie. A little shy. No. I used to get shy. Now I just say, thanks, guys. Thanks. Big cuddles, big cyber hug for everybody. Lulu, hi, Crochet with Lulu. Hope you are well. Hope you are well. All right, so moving right along. Don't forget, guys, if you have not made our hexagon bag, this is our only Easter project this year. I still have the chocolate Easter eggs in there. I haven't eaten them all. I'm such a good girl. Yeah, I actually am this year. I need to watch my tummy. It's a bit sore, so I can't be eating chocolates all the time. It's really sad. I will on Easter Sunday, though. I'll eat them. And then I'll be sick for a week. It doesn't matter. You're my favourite designer. Hardly ever watch anyone else anymore. When I get an occasion middle, I don't get to see your lives, but occasionally I get on and watch a few minutes here and there when I get a chance. The same with Lady Crochet. I watch hers. I watched a few of Laurie's, a few of Camille's videos as well. Not just Camille's lives, but not the lives, but the videos. So I do get a chance to watch people. I just don't have time to sit there and chat all the time. I have to watch you, Mary. Oh, that's nice, Camille. You're lovely. It's so weird how YouTube makes us get stuck. Like they prefer us as many as you add. I don't know what helps get you unstuck. Well, I don't know, Laurie. I just keep working and I feel like I'm working 24/7 and it's like, oh my gosh, 1 subscriber in 2 days. It's like, come on already. I've been working 10 hours today sort of thing, you know. Anyway, Irina says, and a beautiful song. Oh, I love Irina. She's so cute. Just subscribe to you, Carla, even though I might not understand. That's the thing. I'll subscribe to her, and I subscribe to a few other people that have been doing that to me recently. I can't remember. I think I've subscribed to you, Camille. I only subscribed to you and Laurie. I think it was only this morning. I was watching some videos. I'm pretty sure I've subscribed to both of you. I will check. After the live, I'll check. It's all here anyway. But I'm pretty sure I have. YouTube ukulele. YouTube ukulele, I like that. But, you know, look, you have your highs and your lows on YouTube. And I know that for me, my best year on YouTube was 2020. I don't need to tell you why. I'm pretty sure you'll work out that, let's see, how many people learned how to crochet and knit achu that year? How many people learned how to craft that year? Don't you love it? It's madness. All right, so moving right along, don't forget, guys, to make your Easter bag gift for whoever family member you have. I at least have my gift bag ready, so I don't have to go shopping for that particular young one, but I do need to go shopping for everybody else. I haven't bought any Easter eggs. Oh, better hurry up. And Greek Easter, or Orthodox Easter, if you will, is the same time this year, guys. So every egg you see this year will be hopefully off the shelves. Mind you, they're very expensive this year. They've gone absolutely nuts, truly. So get in early. I really didn't realize how much of a job YouTube is, even not designing as much as you. Now, I'm going to tell you, Laurie, and this is no jokes, no jokes. My morning starts early in the morning and I'm still working 10:30, sometimes 11 at night, sometimes midnight. Not every day. 99% of my time is like that. And then there's the odd day where I'm like last night, you would have laughed at me last night. I was sitting there in front of the television like this. I don't know what to do it with my hands. And everybody said, what's wrong with you? I just don't know what to do with my hands. They're always like this. Last night was the first night that I stopped everything and just sat. And I was like, I'm leaning back and forward. And then I'm like, started playing with a pen like this at some stage. And everybody's trying to listen to it. And I put the pen down because I realized how much noise I was making. And I thought, what is wrong with me? It's because I'm so used to doing that last night when I wasn't doing anything caught me off guard. That'll teach me. Not being prepared, yeah. Anyway, okay, yes. Thanks for reminding me, Mary. Just subscribe to Camille as well. Yes, everyone, we all subscribe to each other because, you know, in our industry, we all love each other. I grow my own eggs. Oh, really? As in chickens? I could do with some chickens. I'm telling you, here in Australia, we're at a shortage of eggs. You know why? We've got that shortage of eggs, you know. But here we have a shortage. So I could do with a couple of chickens in the backyard. Don't you love it? All my waking hours have been YouTube for the last few months. And you know what? The thing is, you'll look at it and think, what am I doing? I've only like gained 1 subscriber or 10 or 15 or whatever. And you think, why? Why am I doing this? But you know what? Don't give up because you will have it will be like that all the way through your career. So don't give up, whatever you do, yeah? Just keep going. Push, push, push. 9 months I meant. Oops, that's all right. I got you. It's all right. You take the time to answer our questions. A lot of these people charge money to help you. So I really be lost. I do charge. Don't get me wrong, Irina. And the way I charge is if you were to go to my website, I'm very expensive. Okay. And I'm honest with people because I say I give so much away for free that I charge a fortune for everything else. And I think that I'm entitled to that because I'm giving so much away for free. You guys get a lot. Like, you know, you got this jacket for free. You got the hexagon cardigan for free, which right now is very popular with our Mr. Jack Black and Jason Momoa. Excuse me. Is it Jason Momoa? I think it is. I know his last name. I just don't know his first name. But it's very popular right now. So you guys got a free hexagon cardigan. You got a free jacket. You're getting free blankets. You get a lot of freebies from me. So when I say head over to the website and, you know, get an opportunity to purchase, because I know I charge a lot that I don't expect anybody to get upset with me because I give so much away for free. Now, when I did my stalls, which I won't do anymore, I will no longer do a stall because I'm so taken back by how nasty people are at markets. They said, what do you charge so much for? And I say, right, you want something for free? Here's a hook. I even gave this one lady a free hook and a little pack, which was worth $45. I said, you're taking that for free. You're going to go off. You're going to make it. And you're going to tell me how long it takes you and how much it's going to cost you to charge somebody else for that. I can't believe I gave the whole thing away for free. I was so angry. But I was angry because she was horrible. She was nasty. She went on saying, oh, you charge way too much for your blankets. You charge way too much for your beanies. She just went on and on. And I said, you can talk all you like. I give thousands of things away for free during the year. Not once a month. This is nearly every second or third day. You are getting something on our channel for free. There are the occasions where I've missed a few weeks when I've been unwell and I hurt my hand, but that can't be helped. You know, that's part of living, right? Being unwell is part of living. But I'm always giving away for free on the channel. So I always say to people, you don't want to pay the money? Head over to my channel, watch a video. It's free. It's free to you. So watch a video. And they just give me these horrible looks. They don't like me very much. I don't know why. I'm such a sweet person. Even I'm laughing at that. That's not funny. There you go. I have a friend who helps me film so I can't film as often as I work like Plus. Yes, I get that, Middle. Yes. I'm not sure what you mean there. Yes. Carla. Green Butterfly says, what a time. And Middle says, working with your web designer to add shipping. Yes, you go for it, girl. And Carla's having a bit of a giggle. Yes, people do not get it. Thank you, Laurie. I'm giggling. Thank you, Camille. I'm such a sweet person. I'm not. I'm not lying to anyone. You get nothing for free, baby. But to be fair, like I said, I give so much away that, and mind you, I even give a lot away too. I've had friends who come in and say, Mary, I really like that pink beanie you made. Bang, it's yours. I don't ask for money. I don't ask for anything. I had an in-law say to me, they love this blue jacket thing I made. Gave it to her. It was worth a couple of $100. Just gave it to her. And it's not because I wanted to be kind or generous. It's because I've got so much that if one is missing, it's not a major loss, right? Sadly, it's a loss when I want to get a photo and say to you guys, or keep it in a video with a stand here. I think, oh, I gave that away, didn't I? I don't want to have to do it again. Usually I'll pop the pictures up on a video vlog, but if it's a live, I like it to sit here and you get to see it live, yeah? All right, I was freaking out that my rug was priced too high, but everyone tells me not to worry. Don't worry. Look, middle, to be fair, it's going to be very difficult to sell if your prices are high because some people are giving. I did a stall not far from another lady. She was a crocheter and a knitter, and she was selling, it was acrylic. I give her credit, so it was a little bit cheaply made, but she was selling a blanket. Are you ready? For $25. 25. That blanket was it probably cost her $40 or $50 to purchase the yarn for starters. But she was giving it away at $25 because she just wanted to get rid of it, which was fair. But standing next to my stand, which was only 3 or 4 stands away, and I had a blanket worth a couple of $100 because I buy, the best yarn, right? Because I do. Why not? If I'm going to give it away to somebody, I want the best, yeah? I want the best. I'd expect to give the best to whoever's purchasing it as well. And the foul looks and the nasty comments people gave me, and you just got to take it all in. And you got to say, that's their business. That's how they feel. This is how I feel. Try not to let it get to you because you will drop your prices. Like this lady, she dropped her prices down to $25. I even went up to her and said, you are undervaluing yourself, young lady, and not just undervaluing, you're paying people to take it. You're paying them to take it. You are. And it made me angry, but you know what? She was happy to do it, and that's her business. I can't do much about it, yeah? So don't let other people tell you it's not right, yeah? This is why I like you so much. Thank you, Camille. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I know, Camille. I know. What the barley, a hat price? Yes, I know. In fact, I charge more for my beanies. I charge more. I really do. No, don't get me wrong. If it's a basic beanie with double crochets in the round and no real ribbing, just front post, back post in the round by 2 or 3 rows, that's like a real freebie. That's almost a freebie kind of thing. But if I am doing a fancy stitch like the new one that's coming up, not too long away, it will be a paid pattern on my website. I will not be selling that anymore. I will not be giving a tutorial on YouTube for that particular pattern. If anybody wants it, they need to purchase it. And that's what I do with some of my gear. But then occasionally I'll pop a small pattern up on YouTube that's a beanie or something like that. And it'll be a basic beanie. So if you wanted to make something a little bit more technical, you would go over to the website and you would purchase that pattern, which, to be fair, beanie patterns don't cost that much to make. You can make it and you can sell it if you like, right? But this particular lady was practically paying people to take her work, which was very sad for me, yeah? That's only $10 more than one of my smaller projects I've done. That's right. So don't undercharge yourself, middle, seriously. Some people do like to give away stuff, but I keep more of a balance, my people. The ones I can't be without get free stuff. That's right. That's right. Intimate family. Like I said, an in-law came in. No, she doesn't like crochet, but she did like that jacket. So I figured, you know what? This is someone who doesn't like crochet but likes the jacket. Let's just give it to her. I could have charged her. I could have, but why? Why? I make so many of them. I've got so many of them stacked in the cupboard I don't even wear. How do you figure out what to charge? Look, Irene, and this is the problem, Irene, and I'll talk to you about that in a minute. I didn't charge anything for the poncho. I made that you helped me with. Okay. Look, charging it's really difficult to say. A lot of people, I've been on groups on Facebook where they say 3 times the yarn. So let's say you spent $80 on the yarn. 3 times 8, 3 eighths, what's that, 24? $240, right? Oh, I did math. Oh, me, I did math. It's exciting. I never do math. So let's say it's, what I say, $240. Let's say it's $240 you're charging for that blanket. That's the way some people were charging. Now, if you went out and bought this yarn here, that one right there, the yarn, the hand-dyed stuff, which for me, that one there cost me $33 a skein, and that's only 100 grams. Now, if you're using 700 grams at $33 a skein, or 7 skeins at $33 a skein, wow, yeah? So you want to charge, if you're going to charge by 3, it would cost you a fortune. It really would. So you need to know how to charge it to suit you. I would never use this yarn to make a blanket, to be fair. I would only use the hand-dyed yarn as an extra for, like when you're doing, let's say for an argument's sake, I don't know if you can see that cream right there, right? I would put all the cream cardigan and I would grab that yellowy kind of color with all the mixed yellows and pinks, and it would be like in between some of the rows, or some of the rows this way. So it gives it a highlight to that particular cardigan. Now this yarn I know is not superfine merino, it's just 100% superwash wool. So it will go down well with Bendigo's yarn. So you marry that up. So you can buy the expensive yarn and marry it up with a little bit cheaper, and then you can mingle it and make it nice. But it's got to match the yarn. You can't have a superwash yarn and then a superfine merino wash. It doesn't match the thickness of that wool, even though it might be an 8-ply or DK weight, and that's a DK weight. The softness of the superfine merino and the coarseness of the other one, they won't match. They'll clash. I know a lot of people use them, and that's okay. If they want to, that's fine. Stick to the same fiber if you're going to mix, which is what I do, which is why I haven't used, I'll tell you which one I haven't used, and I want to. It was a superfine merino. Oh, it's right here. I put it on the live. It's from, I always forget their name, and I really, and the writing is so small. Bellevue Park, right? This is a superfine merino wool, right? I would never marry this up with the Bendigo wool. It is a luxury wool, but it's not a superfine merino. This is extra soft. If you marry that up with that one there, that's not a superfine, that's just 100% wool, when you wear it a few times, you're going to have like these little indents from the softness of this wool and the coarseness of that wool. Even though this wool is very good, it's a very good wool. That's why I use it a lot, right? But when I buy something like this, in fact, we made the fingerless gloves using this particular yarn. We made the fingerless gloves using that, right? So be wary, guys. If you're going to make something for someone, you just have to tell them, this is the yarn I use. So you go for the yarn that is affordable to you, but it's still good quality. Bendigo Woolen Mills is still very good quality. Yeah, this is some dyed yarn, but it's actually a normal superwash wool, which will go down well with Bendigo. And this one here I got from Roz from Passion Flower. Yeah, and I bought this to match. It was going to match this one, but I matched it wrong. When you get close up, that's a light brown, that's a grayish kind of brown, that matched wrong. But then I found the brown, the darker brown that it would match nicely with. If I wanted to make a cardigan, I could with that. So you could play with it to suit you. Just be wary if you're going to use this expensive wool. This is not 33. This was, I think it was 27. I can't remember, 20 something. But it's 100 grams, and you could use this for something smaller, like a little cowl or a beanie. This is enough for a beanie, really. It's plenty for a beanie. I made fingerless gloves mixing the colors with the blue, and you saw them. I should bring them out and have them sitting on the table because they're so beautiful and soft to touch because it's super fine merino, yeah? I've missed all the chat, and I think we're having connection issues as well. Well, excuse me. I have, oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. That's almost, yes, we've done that. And you're not using acrylic. No, that's correct. I'm doing a 3-by method right now. Yes, I think the 3-by method is a good one. Just be wary, you cannot use that when you are buying this real expensive yarn. Again, if you had spent 7 skeins for a blanket, if you're going to make a blanket and it's for you and you want to spend that money, that's your business, yeah? But if you're going to do 7 skeins on $33 each, times it by whatever it is, get the answer, and then times it by another 3. That would just like, it would cost them $1 million just to buy it, yeah? You go, Mary. I'm proud of your math. I know, not too bad, Laurie. We're getting there. She's not too bad at math. She's actually, I know my times tables. I'm grade 6 level. I'm year 7 level. I'm year 7 level, yeah. Gorgeous yarn. Yes, green butterfly. It is water time, says Green. Let's all have a drink. Cheers. I'm mostly stuck with acrylic, says Middle. Yes, that's all right. An artist charges by piece, hourly doesn't fit us. No. The way I charge, to be fair, honestly, I don't do the math for my projects. That's a reality. I get my daughter to do it. She's in that industry where she understands the value of the money, that your hourly rate is. She understands all that, which is why I'm expensive. And I said to her, I said, oh, that's a lot of money. I don't think anyone's going to pay for that. She said, the right person will. The right person will know your value, will know the amount of hours you spent, will know the time, will know the stress levels you went through to get it finished in time. And, it's not an easy project. It's not an easy product to do what we do. Look, if you do it constantly, it's not that you think it's easy, you just think you're faster. But it's no easier when you're experienced than if you're not experienced. It's not easy at all. In fact, I find it more difficult now as a more professional than I did 20-something or 30-something years ago. 29 years ago, when I first started at 0 age, when I was just born, I find it more difficult now than I ever have before, because the amount of hours I spend, it's madness, yeah. Irina says, if I ordered a Rastaman poncho, how much would it cost? An arm and a leg, Irina. To be fair, I haven't had it valued. I need to get it valued by my daughter. That's what she does. Like she knows everything about hourly rates and what is worth it for us, yeah. I will have to let you know, right, Irina? I'll let you know. In fact, I'm going to write it down. Yep. Irina Rastaman. Vibrations. Poncho. Price. And I'll let you know, because we've been talking privately about your project. That's how I got your photos. I'll send you a message when I get the price. It won't be this week though. Maybe after the weekend, yeah? I would have to charge so much for the male C2C I'm making right now. Is that male or more? What am I doing squinting? Let's put some glasses on. I bought them in today, so I didn't have to squint. Well, excuse me. She still squints. You know what I found today? I found this particular cleaning. I had a basic little black one, and I found this one. How cool is this? It's a cleaning cloth. I got it from Designer Eyes. Now, they're very expensive, I know, but I needed to go to a place because I have like a smashed up nose here. It happened when I was young, and I never got it repaired. So anything I put on my nose or near my nose hurts a lot, right? So I needed to get glasses that were so light, and everywhere I went, they were all so heavy except these Designer Eyes ones, which cost me an arm and a leg. Ta-da! Now I can see. That's better. Oh my gosh, look at that. I would have to charge it. There we go for the mall. C2C I'm making right now. Even though it's acrylic, it's hours of work. I know. Your 7 videos were priceless. Thank you, Irina. I do this, when we do that, they're like crochet alongs, these sort of things. So there you go. Actually, I'm finding this even annoying because the lighting is glaring in there. Water time again, Green. Cheers, water time. Yes, I have 2 projects. There's Middle. The pattern will be for sale as a project. Yes, good. Map C2C, got you. My poncho took nearly roughly 30 to 40 hours. I get to say my poncho is about one. I'm just going to charge everybody $1 million. $1 million. You want that? You're going to pay $1 million, million buckaroons. Can I call it buckaroons? That's what I call it at home. I do. I say the word buckaroons all the time. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. But to be fair, I do overcharge. I don't overcharge. I charge my worth. And I say that to people all the time. And even my daughter says, Mum, you are not overcharging. You are charging your worth. You are worth that money, which is why I have my website open. People want to go there and purchase something large, small, whatever they want, they can. To be fair, probably end of next week, something's going up. I'm very excited. Something small, but it's still going up. Yes, exactly, Camille. Yes, 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 Laurie, and I agree, Camille. I think you should charge more. Just go for 2. Don't do 1, go for 2. Oh, you're going, Green Butterfly. Cheers. Another cheers to Green. But that's what I say to people. Look, you don't like paying my price? Head over to the website. Head over to the channel, YouTube here. Grab yourself a hook and some yarn, and let's see you make it. And then you tell me how long it took. And then you tell me what your time was worth. And they just hate it when I say that. And so look, that one lady, she thought I was being arrogant, so I gave her the whole pack for free. So there you go. It's a $45 pack. Free hook, scissors, sewing needle, everything's in there. Go create it. She took it. She walked off. She got a free beanie. She got a free beanie, free pattern, free hook, free scissors, and free sewing needle. But I tell you what, it would have taken her ages, and she would have worked out the worth. Yeah. I'm going to make over 1 and put it on for sale for and see what happens. Say half price. Say it's half price, $2,000, half price. All right, $5,000, half price. For you, $7,000. Are you over there? You don't like me? $20,000 for you. Look, no, the reality is I say that's my price. You either like it or you go. That was the first poncho I've ever made. I was going to charge, is that $45? $45 for that poncho? I don't think so. Having said that, you didn't do the full, from memory, from what I saw, you didn't do the full poncho. Yeah, you stopped at a certain section. Am I right? Pretty sure you stopped at a certain section. I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember the picture now. The picture is in my head still. If you haven't seen Irina's poncho, she recreated our Rustam and Vibrations poncho, and she sent me the photos via private message on Facebook, and I popped it up as a post on my business page. Now, in the old days, you were allowed to post a photo on the business page. Can't do that anymore. Facebook stopped that. That's fine. That's good because it gets rid of all the nasties, right? But if you send me the picture of something that you created with our channel, I will pop it up on a post saying, Irina sent me this. Check out her version of our Rustam and Vibrations poncho, right? So I will do that for you guys. So whether you send it private message via Facebook or private message via Instagram or direct message via Instagram, I will take that photo, do a screenshot. Apparently you're not supposed to do screenshots anymore on Facebook. I think private messaging. I hope that's not true. I hope that's not true because that's the only way I get your photos and I'm able to pop them up on my page. If Facebook tells me otherwise that I can't do it anymore, then we must have to find another way. I hope not. I hope that's not a problem because that's when you guys send me your picture, I take a screenshot, I take it and I brighten it up a little bit, try and make it a little bit lighter, and then I pop it up on my page saying so-and-so made this particular poncho. So keep in mind, guys, I actually do that a lot. So if you want your pictures of your items shown on my page, please send them to me via private message. All right. I'm going to make one. Yes. Yes. That was the first poncho. Yes. I think $45 is way too cheap. I can do it on another YouTuber on FB. I can do it on another YouTuber on FB. You can do what? Take the photo? I can do the screenshot, don't get me wrong, but I heard a rumor that Facebook's going to stop screenshots. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. $45 is way too low, I'm guessing, especially for that poncho, Laurie. The amount of stitches in that poncho are, look, I made sure when I did that poncho, I put in so many different stitches on purpose. Like I did a whole set of stitches there, a whole set of stitches there, and a whole set of stitches there. So they are different patterns, yeah? It's a bit like our 12-step transition blanket, yeah? Post a photo. On a business page, or was she on a group? If she started a group, you can. But on a business page, you can't. Used to be able to, but if it's a group, you can. She may have started a group, like it may be her group for her business so that people can share, yeah? I don't like doing that because I found that, even though I didn't do it, but I found it on other groups, people share things that have nothing to do with crochet. So I don't like to do that, yeah? Yeah, so it was like you had different designs in each set. A bit like our transition blanket, yeah? Not the same stitches, totally different. It was a group. If it's a group, you can. Anyone can post anything on a group, yeah? Any photo, anything you like, a video, whatever you like, you can post on a group. Interesting, FB has weird rules. Look, I don't know yet, Laurie. Someone told me that the other day because I said I take screenshots and I use those photos to show them on my business page. And someone said, be careful. Facebook is not wanting to do that anymore. They don't like you taking photos anymore. And I said, well, what do you mean? They said they usually tell the other person that you've taken the photo, right? A screenshot. I said, that's okay because that's what that person is expecting me to do. To get it up on the page, I need to take a photo. If I click share, it shares to my private page. It doesn't share to my business page, which I'm trying to work out how to do it the other way. So, yeah. So there you go. That pattern sounds amazing. Yeah, it's called Rustum and Vibrations pattern. Now get this, poncho. We made a beanie called, I forgot the name of the beanie. Very similar to the poncho. Same cotton, similar stitches. Oh my gosh, I cannot remember the name of the beanie. Can you believe it? What? You don't like it, do you, Camille? Well, I use it for the business. And when I say use it for the business, I'm really not making any business off it, so it's pointless having there. And it really is. But lots of people are there, and it's a social media thing. And it helps with the whole thing. They all connect, don't they? They all just connect. Drives me batty. I'm not big on social media, but I have to be because that's where I am. I'm on YouTube. I'm part of it all, yeah? I'm getting annoyed at my YouTube lives. I may have to download a streaming service that will connect to. It's unusual that your lives are playing up, Middle. Can you do your lives on a phone, Middle? Do them on a phone or something, on an iPad or something. I don't like, yes, you don't like running FB group. No, I don't do a group. I only do a business page because the groups are too hard. They are too difficult to control. And you get one nutter who gets on and does something silly. And the redemption beanie. Thank you, Raylene. She's such an angel, our Raylene. So we made a beanie to match the Rustum and Vibrations poncho. And I wore it as a set. And I don't know where it is. It's in one of my tubs. I'm looking down at the tubs to see if I can see it. It's in one of, I can see the other sweater that I don't wear. These are things that I create and I don't wear them. The other sweater I created for the Australian Sheep and Wool Show, it was a granny square sweater. I've not done the pattern yet. And I created it for the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. And I had matching patches on my jeans and I had matching flare. I cut my jeans up and made a flare. And I had Wild Crochet Designs, the letters written on my jeans. And I was going to wear them at the Australian Sheep and Wool Show that year. And a couple of hours before the show was going to go ahead, not a couple of hours, half a night before the show was going to go ahead, they cancelled due to that lock-in time. Remember? When we're all indoors. I was so angry. I was so angry. It's like thousands of dollars of goods just wasted. I sold some of them online, but it was a major loss that year. Major loss. I've lost all the chat. Here we go. Lost all the chat. If it's in a PM, that seems like consent to use the photo. Okay, I got you, Laurie. But I always say, look, if you want your photos to be shared, you need to send them PM, and I don't say I'll take a copy, but I will say I'll take a copy now. I do actually delete them, to be fair, because otherwise it fills up my phone, because it's just a screenshot, and I just can't afford to have my phone filled up with photos. Yeah, too much. I just want to crochet. I know, right? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. My phone overheats filming. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that. I can feel it now as we speak. I was doing lives on my computer because after an hour of filming, my phone gets really hot. They do, and then they go to phone heaven after a few months, because that's what happened to my other one, and that's what's going down with this one too. And they don't last a year, and these ones here are supposed to take 3 years, to use them, but they don't last a year anymore. They used to. They used to last. I remember my old Nokia. I think I went through 5 years, 6 years with it. Never had any overheating issues. Never. I don't think I had internet, to be fair. I can't remember. But all I know is that I never had an issue. And I dropped that Nokia. It bounced off walls and grounds and floors and all sorts of weird things. And not even carpet. We're talking hard. Never broke. Never broke. On the concrete outside, never broke. On the road once, picked it up, not broken. Those old Nokia phones, they were tough. They were tough. Woof, says Camille. I know, right? They make things not to last nowadays. Greed, yes, I know. You know what it is? It's because they've got all this technology adapted to it. There's stuff on this phone I never use, but it's running all in the background. I'm thinking it's just charging my phone with all sorts of weird electronic. I'm not interested in any of that, and it's there. I'm such a whinger. Such a whinger. I just got this phone last month, so I'm trying not to film on it too much. I juggle between my old S21 and the 20, whatever it is, 2 or 23. I juggle between both of them. StreamYard and Restream are fairly decent, but you need to fix the description box in YouTube if you have links. Okay. I said thanks for the valuable information because you all are the professionals, and I just recently started crocheting for other people. Irina, take your time. You know what? Take your time. Relax. Enjoy your craft for a while, because once it becomes a business, I still enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. It's the hours that it takes to complete everything. I'm making a blanket for that person. I'm making a beanie for that person. I've got a jacket for this one. I've got a dress for that. There's so many things I do in the background that you never ever see. And I don't even get time to take photos. I'm finishing it while the person's on their way there, on their way home. And I think, I haven't even washed it, I haven't even blocked it. Some of them say, look, I'll pick it up tomorrow if you want to wash it today. And I thought, I don't know if it's going to dry by tomorrow. So they come and I pop it outside in the air, or I pop it near the front door, the back door. It's still, there are many things that you do after your crochet is done. It's not enough that you just sit there and do this. This is the easy part. This is the blindfolded part, I like to call. It's all the other stuff that you do for it, from pattern testing, pattern writing. I didn't, to be fair, pattern test something I made for someone, but that was because I was making it to suit their body, right? So that particular lady wanted something to suit her body. I just said to her, come and visit me. We were local, we were friends. Come and visit me and I'll try it on you. No, don't like it. We'll cut it down a bit. So I take 10 rows undone and start again. So it's a lot of work to make for someone's personal body. But if you're making a fitted item, then it has to be for their personal body, yeah? Maybe. Have you ever used, I don't know what that is, cashmere? Oh, no, cashmere, no. No. Too difficult, too sore on the hands, can't do it. And I can't believe the tearing, the ripping. You want to take something undone, forget it. I have used it, but I've never made anything proper with it because I got frustrated with it. It's too difficult to fix or change. Both I mentioned are free, but have a limit on how many hours you can use for free. Okay, it's like anything, really. Yep. YouTube seems completely free without having to pay for premium. You know what I did last year when I had problems with my phone, or 2 years ago? Remember I had problems with the phone? I popped the fan at the back while I was doing my live. And it was keeping it cool. And I may have to start doing that again because whatever I use here overheats on YouTube. I don't know how much it takes to make it overheat is beyond me. What's the reason you have to wash each item after you finish it? You don't, if you don't want to. But there are actually two reasons. One, if you want it blocked and fitting perfectly, all the stitches do tend to, say if one stitch is a tiny little bit bigger than the other, and just because you were a bit looser that one day and your tension was all over the place, it sorts itself out when you wash and block it. It tends to all fix itself up. The second reason, which is more important, is, and I know that with all yarn that's used, that's made in factories and things, they put a chemical in it so it's easier for us to work with. Once you wash it, that chemical gets washed off. That's all yarn you work with. I'm not really sure about the yarn dyed ones. Once they're dyed by the hand dyer, a lot of that chemical comes off, and the only thing you have there is the yarn dye that they've used, yeah? But if you get a skein, in fact, here's a little trivia about me. And a lot of people used to laugh at me when I did this. I would purchase a skein of Bendigo yarn. I'd put it in a bag and zip it up, chuck it in the wash machine, wash it. It would come out disastrous mess, and I just sit there for hours fixing it up because I wanted it washed before I used it. Then I found it was too soft to work with. So I stopped doing it that way. I started working with it, and then I washed them afterwards. There is a chemical on your yarn, on all the yarn you purchase, that gets washed out after you create your project. That's a fact. Check with the factory or people you're purchasing it from. That is a fact. So it's easier for you to work with. Well, it is here in Australia. I'm not sure where it is, what it's like overseas, but that's actually a fact. So like some people say, oh, it was really coarse when I first, used it, but now it's starting to soften up. Not because it's softening up, because you've washed it too many times. It's because all that chemical rubbish has come off it. Yeah? Did you like it, the chemical rubbish? Oh, listen to me. Oh, she's talking chemicals. I'm going to get yelled at soon. I get all the, the professionals in. It's not called chemical rubbish. It's called, and then they give you the, I call it chemical rubbish because that's what it is. And they have to put that in, or you can't, or you're not able to crochet with it. It's got to be sustainable for you to work with. Then that's why a lot of people say wash your hands after you are working on your work. Chemical rubbish is accurate. Thanks, Laurie. That's the word I'm going to use. I don't care what people think. Get out of here. If they don't like it, out. She's so naughty. But, the reality is it's really important to wash it. And what I do is I don't even use soap anymore. I used to use the wool wash. I stopped using that because some people say that their young ones are allergic to wool wash. And if I'm making them a cotton item and then I use a wool wash to wash it, what's the point of that? Yeah. So what I do now is I put a little bit of white vinegar, just very little, in a lot of water. Right. Notice how my water's square. My water's square. I don't know what you do with your water in your country, but my water's square. So I put a little bit of vinegar in the water, and what vinegar does is it gets rid of all the rubbish, but it also softens up your work a little bit. So after that particular item is dry and you feel it, that's as soft as that's going to get, because that's what vinegar does. Also, it holds the color in. So it stops, say if you've dyed your yarn, to keep that dye in, you would wash it in a little tiny bit of vinegar and water. And you know who taught me that? Roz from Passion Flower, when I went to visit her farm, and I did a little video as well. You know what? I'm going to pop Roz's details, Roz's interview. I'll put Roz's interview on my community board post overnight, right? And you can see that she puts vinegar in the water, and you hear me say, why did you put vinegar in there? Like, I was so excited. I'd never known that before. This is quite a few years ago that I saw Roz. And she said, well, because this is why I do it. And I went, is it true? Is it true? She said, yeah, well, I wouldn't do it otherwise. So it holds the colour in, stops the colour from running and smudging into everything else. So I'll leave that interview, because that interview is a really knowledgeable interview. There's a little bit of silliness on my part. I don't know why. Somebody made me silly that day. But you got to hear all about Roz's little farming life. She actually has her own YouTube channel here. It's called Passioned Flower, if anybody's interested in checking her out. I'll actually pop a link to her channel in the description box down below of this live after the live. Check her out because she talks all about her farming life, and she does, I think, one video every Sunday or Saturday. I can't remember what day it is. It's one video a week, and she'll talk about her farming life and what's happened on the farm and what she's created, what she hasn't created, her yarn dyeing experiences, the stalls. She does stalls. She sells her wool, her dyed products. So she does all that. So you'll get the opportunity to see that tutorial. I call it a tutorial. Really it is, because she does a yarn dyeing session with us. But it's a rushed one. It's not like she didn't sit there and say, this is what you need to put in. She sort of rushed it a little bit just for us. So it's an older video, so don't go doing the surprise or the giveaway thing because that's done. But you can get to see that interview. It was a really good interview. Definitely works well, middle. I would like more options. Yes. Yes, it was the cakes and donuts you took. In the old days when we could eat cakes and donuts, Raylene. Now I eat one of those things, I'm going to be sick for a month. I did. I took donuts. I took cakes. Man, did we love that. We sat there and I was doing the interview like this. We're going to have a cake. We're not going to have a donut. It was funny. But it was a lot of fun doing the interview. I really enjoyed working alongside Roz. And I say alongside because we made our V-stitch. Try that again. We made our V-neck vest using Roz from Passion Flowers yarn. Yeah. And right at the very end, I had to ask her to send me another 25 grams because I was almost out. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, has she got any left? I needed 100 grams and she had 25 grams little schemes. And I said, yep, I'll buy that. Just send it to me. I'm stressed. And I just made it. Literally, we are talking yarn chicken on that last. And she said, that's lucky because that's the last of the batch. You won't get that again, not for a while. So there you go. Little trivia there. I have to figure out the vest. Oh, yes. We've said something about the yarn. I don't know why you needed to worry about that part of the vest. I'm going to reread that sentence because what I understood was you're worried about whether or not to purchase more yarn for some reason. I don't understand why, but we can talk again. I couldn't work it out. I'm thinking, what does she mean? Why would she want to purchase yarn? Does she want to cut or does she want to purchase yarn? What does she want to do? Oh, Yvonne, we'll see you soon, darling. You take care. Lovely to see you here. I'm going to have a quick drink and then I think we might start finishing up. See how we go. Cheers. I'm not going to fill that up because we're going to go in the other room in a minute. But I do want to talk about what's happening for the rest of the week here on the channel. Tomorrow, 12-step transition blanket step number elegant 4. Not 4, not like 4, but elegant 4. Do you like it? Step 4 of our 12-step transition blanket will be uploaded tomorrow for the simple fact that it's already recorded. And most of it, no, I'll say pretty much all of it is edited except the beginning and an end where I say hi all and bye all. That's the part that's not recorded. And you know what? That's the part that annoys me. The crochet bit, top down, I don't have a problem with. Well, sometimes I make a few bloopers, right? But the face on, forget it. That's what really annoys me. But it'll be a short introduction, then it'll be a short ending where I'll tell you to head off on your own and create that many rows and meet me back here, yada, yada, yada. You know the story, right? You know the story. Excuse me. So 12-step transition blanket step number 4 will definitely be uploaded at some stage tomorrow. I'm not going to give you a time because I don't know the times. I really don't. And as of next week, they're going to take longer because next week the young ones are on holidays here for 2 and a bit weeks. I mentioned that we're going to go shopping. We're going to do big shopping this week so that I don't have to go to the shops during the week. during the next school holidays and just go local. I just don't want to fight the shops. I don't want to fight the shops. People everywhere. Humans are like, oh, they're everywhere. So anyway, she got so sidetracked. So tomorrow you will be getting step 4 of the 12-step transition blanket. Friday, you're getting Kara's Live Antics. I am 3/4 of the way through Kara's Live Antics video. I haven't edited it yet. I need to finish few little steps on it, and then it's ready to go for Friday. So you will get your transition blanket tomorrow, and you will get Kara's project tomorrow, the Live Antics, which is fantastic. Not going to talk about this week at all, next week, sorry, until Saturday. I'll know more by Saturday. Make sure I've got everything done this week before I talk about what's happening next week. And then we'll also talk about the, the clock changing on Saturday as well. So give everybody that information up front on the day. Plus, I'll be popping posts on the community board so that you can see or know when the actual time has changed, just before it's changed, a couple of hours before it's changed, and also when after it's changed, so you know for Wednesday's live and for Saturday's live the week later. But this Saturday, normal time. Nothing's changed. Yep. So this Saturday, I will see you at 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time. Marry that up with your country. Yep. All right. So that's pretty much it for today's live, guys. I do want to say a very special thank you to everyone who does or who is a part of doing Live Antics. It is a lot of fun, and it actually has you guys as a subscriber being a part of our channel here at Wow Crochet Designs, being a part of our videos, if you will, in a way where you are now involved. You guys are involved. And coming up very soon, we're going to start doing some larger projects where you can choose from the shelf for the color combination that you like. Now, we talked about that on last Saturday, so I don't know if it's going to happen this week. I'll see. I'm still sorting out the shelves, but I want to do Live Antics where I say to you, right, this is all 8-ply DK weight, pick one. This is all 10-ply, pick 1 or 2 or 5 or whatever it is we're creating that week or the week later, yeah? So I want to be able to do that. Instead of having them on the table, I want to say that's the only shelf you're allowed to choose from today. The color combination is 4, and some of the items I'll tell you what it's for. And then we'll go, oh, Angela just got on, darling. We're going, Angela. I'm done, sweetheart. We're going. This time next week, the live is going to change. It's going to be an hour earlier because we're going to change our clocks this weekend. But Saturday will be a normal live, yeah? Oh, Angela, I'm sorry, honey, but I am on my way out, darling. I've been here for an hour and 17 minutes. I have to look at that time. It's so small. I've been here for an hour and 17 minutes. Like that. For an hour and 17 minutes. I do want to thank everyone for joining us today. My name's Mary. This is Wow Crochet Designs. Don't forget to join us on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time. Look forward to the transition blanket tomorrow. Ciao for now. Try to be good. Bye all.